welcome to Reads and Threads. My name's Kate. Hello if you're new here. Welcome back if you're joining us again. Today is the 5th of December and it is time to open book number 5 and chapter 5 of our Advent calendar. I am very quickly running out of time, so I have to go to work and I'm sneaking this in before I get there. So definitely won't be able to read my chapter this morning, but we will definitely do that tonight when I get home. Hopefully you have enjoyed the first 4 days of December and the first vlog. By the time you're seeing this, the first one should already be out. So if you haven't checked that out, please go do. We got some interesting books. This one is feeling hardback-ish. I don't know, it's fairly chunky. Definitely day 5, so let's get into it. I think I've got it upside down now. We'll turn it around because I'm pretty sure it goes maybe this way, but let's have a look. What is this? The Principle of Moments by Esme Kimi Pearson? I have never heard of this one. Let's see. And now to the stars. 6066. In Emperor Thrushan's brave new galaxy, humans are not citizens but indentured labourers, working to repay the debt they unwittingly incurred when they settled in Guran, a desert planet already owned by the Emperor himself. Asha Akindel knows she's just another voiceless cog working in the assembly line that fueled his vast imperial war machine. Her only rebellion, studying stolen aeronautics manuals in the dead of night. But then a cloaked stranger arrives to deliver an impossible message, and her life changes in an instant. 1812, Obi Amadi is done with time traveling. Never mind the fact that he doesn't know how to cure himself from the temporal sickness he caught whilst anchoring his soul to Regency London, the one that unmakes him further with every jump, or if the prince he loves will ever love him back, or why his father disappeared. He is done, until he hears about the ghost of a girl in the British Museum, a girl from another time. When Obi's path tangles with Asha's and the prophecy awakens in the cold darkness of space, they must voyage through the stars, racing against time, tyranny, and the legacy of 3 heroes from an ancient religion who may be awakening, reincarnated in ways beyond comprehension. Well, there you go. So we got a bit of a sci-fi with time traveling. Now, I don't like time traveling at all. That is one thing that I have discovered in my reading, that any form of time traveling I tend to detest. So I don't know that this one is for me. It is very cool. We got a hardback. But yeah, hopefully that sounds interesting to you. This one probably isn't going to stay in my library. So I am intrigued. Hopefully this is either a standalone or a first in a series. I will do a little bit more research and I'll get back to you on that one. But yeah, that's our book 5. Okay, let's open chapter 5 in A Heart for Christmas and see how many pages we will be reading today. And then I have to go to work or I am gonna be very late. I do really love the sound. And today I did not get anywhere even near the middle of this chapter. Oh, that might be the middle now. Okay, so today we have to read to page 81. So we ended on 65, I think. So again, probably about the same. We'll do that when we get back. But really looking forward to the day and seeing what we get in the next few. Happy reading, everyone, and hopefully you are having a great December 5th. Hello, it is later on in the day. So I'm back from work, I've had dinner, ready to sit down and read the next chapter in A Heart for Christmas. But before we do that, I thought I would come back with a bit more information about the Principle of Moments. So I did look this up today while I was at work. So this one came out in 2023. It is the first book in a trilogy, so we're improving on that point because at least it's the beginning of a series. However, the next 2 books haven't been released yet. According to Fantastic Fiction, they are both set to come out in 2026. I'm not entirely sure if that
is accurate and is going to happen. The fact that this one is fairly chunky. So this comes in at 500-ish pages. Whether the author is planning on releasing the next two in the same year or not. If you've read this book, what did you enjoy it? Like I said earlier, I'm not a fan of time travel. I haven't liked a single book where I've read time travel in it. And I can watch it. This sounds a little bit like, to me, I was thinking when I was looking into it a bit more like a Doctor Who episode. And it turns out, I think this author actually does write some Doctor Who books as well. So that would make sense. And I can watch that kind of thing. But reading it, I just don't know why it just doesn't work for me. So probably not going to keep this one, but I just thought I'd give you a little bit more information. If you were thinking that this one sounded interesting, at least you kind of have a bit of an idea whether. I didn't see a month for the release date for next year, but hopefully you can start it knowing that possibly the next one's coming out next year. Anyway, let's get into chapter. I've already forgotten what the date is. Chapter 5 of A Heart for Christmas. Chapter 6. I feel like that one didn't seem as long as yesterday's, or maybe there was more text messaging in there. I quite like that, the little text messages between her and her best friend who's not at the ski resort area at the moment. She's expected to come soon, so she's going to arrive on the 10th. So it'll be interesting to see if she actually arrives on the 10th. But yeah, still enjoying it. She got contacted by an old boyfriend. Something's definitely happened there. And got asked out by another guy who was interesting. And actually, even though he was probably only in the last chapter, I had forgotten who he was until he explained it a bit more. So he obviously wasn't memorable. However, it's all going well. I am enjoying it. So another chapter in and another day done. Looking forward to seeing what we're going to get in the Advent Calendar books tomorrow and finding out what happens in this story. So I will see you then. Hello, it's currently the 7th of December. I didn't end up filming yesterday. I had a pretty tough day. I had to have my cat Murphy put to sleep. So I'm still trying to cope with that. But I wanted to pop on, unwrap yesterday's and today's presents, and we'll open up A Heart of Christmas chapters 6 and 7 and see what we've got. I don't know that I'll be filming a huge amount. A couple of things that I had planned probably won't be happening, but I thought we'll keep doing this and I'll see how I go. So it's a bit weird around here. I'm not liking it much at all, but let's just get into it. Okay, so day 6 is this one. It's feeling like another hardback, so the same as day 5. Let's just see what we've got. I think it's upside down, so we turn it around. And we have The Ballad of Small Hope and Penroyal by Jodie Taylor. It says, meet Small Hope and Penroyal, bounty hunters extraordinaire. No bad guy they can't handle, no adventure too outrageous. Fasten your seatbelts, the timeline doesn't know what's hit it. It sounded like another time travel book.
which will be interesting. So not sure about that one. This one did come out by the looks of this in 2024. So we've got another one and it's a nice hardback. It looks like there is a series on the back. So I'm not sure where this one fits in that, but when I do know, I will let you know. So let's pop that one under pudding. This is my Wombat Reindeer pudding. And move on to day 7. So day 7 is slightly smaller, a nice tartan wrapping paper. This one's definitely a paperback. So it'll be interesting to see what we get. Can I open it? They did do a really good job wrapping them. They are quite hard to get into. I have it upside down because I can see the back of the book. Let's go. We have The Wolf by Leo Carew. It says the next George R.R. Martin on the front. So at least we have a book one. So this is Under the Northern Sky, book 1. It says the Great War has come to the land under the northern sky. Beyond the Black River, among the forests and mountains of the north, lives the ancient race of people. Their lives are measured in centuries, not decades. They revel in wilderness and resilience, and they scorn wealth and comfort. By contrast, those in the south live in the moment, their lives more fleeting. They crave wealth and power, their ambition is limitless, their cunning unmatched. When the armies of the south flood across the Black River, the fragile peace between the two races is shattered. On a lightning-struck battlefield, the two sides will fight for their people, for their land, for their very survival. Two sides, one victor. That sounds quite good. I think I will definitely be keeping this one and adding that into my game and onto my to-read list and giving this one a go. So that is our day 7. Pop that on through. Our stack of books is nearly getting as big as our book tree. But let's open chapters 6 and 7 and see how many pages we will be reading. Sorry, I was holding that down too far. And again, I have not figured out how to do just the middle. That page didn't rip very well. Okay, so for day 6, we will be reading to page 97. And then for chapter 7, we will be reading to, have I managed to get all the pages this time? To page 113. So I will attempt to give that a go. I am finding that distracting myself doing things is a good way to go. Just taking it as I go. So bear with me whether things will start to come out or just come out a bit later than I was originally intending. But thanks so much for watching, and I hope that you're having a great countdown to Christmas. It's a fair bit later in the day. I have been trying to just distract myself pretty much today. Played a fair bit of Disney Dreamlight Valley with my sister. Went out for a little while just to get away from my house. But I do want to keep reading. I don't want to get too far behind. So I do have 2 chapters to catch up on now. And I just thought while a video is processing, I will do a little bit of reading. I will pop back in once I've finished both chapters and tell you what I'm up to and a little bit about what's happening, non-spoilery if I can. Just how I'm feeling with the book overall. So I'll see you when I finish my chapters. I have officially caught up to where I am meant to be at the beginning of chapter 8. Tomorrow at some point I will open our next book and read the next chapter of this. I am still enjoying it. I found this second chapter a little bit more frustrating, but it did kind of need to happen as well. So we did have a bit of an altercation between her and her parents, specifically her mother, which, like I said, needed to happen.
And she's starting to just take control of her life, which I think is good, and interacting more with the people around her. Looking forward to seeing how it ends, but still enjoying it. Still finding the writing style easy, the story easy, and yeah, I'm glad that I am still okay reading with everything that's going on. It's good just to be able to escape into a story. So there's that. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, it's day 8, so the last day of our second vlog, and one more book to open and one more chapter. Today we have a fairly chunky book with very depressing wrapping paper. Kind of fits my mood a little, so there's that. Alrighty, let's get into it. I am super intrigued. Hopefully we have an interesting one. That one we don't have, and 2 isn't a sequel would be good. Let's see. So we have The Dance of Shadows by Rogba Payne. Okay, so my iPhone did an update overnight. I did it this morning, and something went wrong. I have lost a little bit of the footage, so I'm going to refilm this bit. Unfortunately, I did already open the next chapter, so no ASMR type for that, but I will run through what page we're going to be reading up to. It lost also the description of this book. So this is The Dance of Shadows. So it says in here, Rumi and his family are Adu, stricken with poverty and disparaged by the other tribes, with ruthless agents of the Palmain, the colonizing nation that dominates the continent of Basmine. Threatened to destroy the village market, Rumi takes it upon himself to liberate his family, taking a place in the prestigious Golden Room, where earnings from his music offer a chance at freedom. He shoulders his pride and resentment in a bid to make it to the top. On what should be Rumi's greatest night at the Golden Room, his life is turned upside down. A terrifying stranger, known as the Priest of Vultures, attacks Rumi and his family. In a moment of terror, Rumi's mother solicits the help of a dying god and saves Rumi, setting him on a path to become a shadow wielder, warriors with the ability to use their shadow as a weapon. But Rumi's need for vengeance may be more important to him than the future of his people. So it does sound fairly intriguing. I think this possibly could be a debut. I'm not entirely sure. I can't see any other titles written by this author in the front of the book, so you never know. But we will add this one into our game, give it a go, and if we don't like it, we'll donate it somewhere else, but we will be trying this one. So those, we'll just move pudding out the way, are our 4 books from this section. So we got The Principle of Moments, The Ballad of Small Hope and Penroyal, The Wolf, and The Dance of Shadows. And we will be reading chapter 8 today of A Heart for Christmas. We will be reading up to page 128. Okay, so I've just been for a walk, and I just thought before I settled too far into watching YouTube and relaxing for the rest of the night, I'd better read my chapter. So let's get going, give this a read. I don't think it'll take very long, and wrap this vlog up. chapter was a little fast for me. I think what she just tried to put into that chapter was a bit much. It was a bit speedy. So she had another guy that was interested in her and needed putting in his place because he was very handsy, wasn't realizing any of his social cues at all, and had no idea that she was uncomfortable, I don't think. Yeah, that one wasn't my favorite chapter. I'm still very much enjoying the novelty of it, where we get to open the chapter a day. So looking forward to the next vlog where we get to read a bit more of that. And overall, our 4 books that we got, I'm probably interested in one so far that looked like one that I would actually maybe pick up if I saw it in a bookshop. The others, not so much. A fair few time travel-esque ones from what it sounds like anyway. I haven't really looked into them. Thank you for bearing with me. I don't know what this vlog is going to turn into. It has been an extremely hard few days for me, and yeah, just getting very slowly used to my new reality for the next little while anyway. And yeah, just miss Murphy a lot. I will probably end up putting a little montage of pictures at the end of this vlog of him, and just mainly so I can remember and know that he was loved. But we will continue with our next 4 days countdown in vlog number 3, and I hope that you are all having a great December. If you haven't already, please do think about subscribing, and I've also linked down below my Goodreads, my Storygraph, and my Instagram. If you'd like to come and follow me over on any of those, I would love to meet some people and chat about books and see what you're all reading. And if you have any recommendations, if you've read any of the 4 books that we picked in this vlog, I'd love to know what your thoughts were on them. Have you heard of them or not? Like me, I haven't heard of any of them. Hope you're enjoying the series, and I hope that wherever you are having a really wonderful day. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.